right. Trying to get it's clear. And get these both on the 1 hour. Let's see. Oh, we ran up from news into some fair value gaps. We do have some equal highs, I think. Oh, this is where we are. That's S&T divergence. The high is after and the high is before on NQ. While my camera is. So there's a little S&T that's obviously like 5 days ago, but we are in some fair value gaps, but I don't know, like we already inverted this one on the 1 hour, so I just feel like we're probably still just going up. Let's see on the 30-minute if we have any. Yeah, it's looking like we either could just wait for it to take out this, or let's see if we have something we can take out. Yeah, it's just a bunch of fair value gaps, so we already took out, let's see, let's mark some internal liquidity. We already have a little internal liquidity sweep here. And then we have the bottom of the news candle here. I don't see any S&T. Because we swept on both, and then our 950 to 1010 macro range is here. So we get like some internal liquidity points. Let's see if we're making maybe some S&T here. Like we got liquidity sweep. I mean, it looks kind of the same, but not really. Oh wait, that is this one over here. Okay, so we kind of have S&T is going down. It's going up on NQ and down on ES. Like I said, we're only playing reversal, so let's see if we get one today. If we don't get a reversal, I'm not playing it. I am strong on us going up, but like I said, we do have a liquidity sweep here for a reversal if we wanted one. And this big fair value gap here, it can come to, and then we keep going higher. Let's see if we get anything in our range, but we are making lower lows on ES, so we could get a nice reversal somewhere. We'll wait for our displacement down. Let's see what the 5 minutes look like. We do have a fair value gap to invert on ES. Well, let's see if NQ has one. NQ does not have one. We still have a minute until 950. Yeah, there's no fair value gap here, but there's one on ES. So we'll just see what the market wants to give us in this time frame. Maybe it'll give us a continuation play, or like I said, if it wants to go all the way up. Trying to see, is there any other swing highs on the 5 minute? No, it's just straight up. Like, this is the next liquidity point, so that just is what it is. We're just gonna wait and see if we get any reversals, any good moves, anything to the upside to keep going higher, or do we want to go lower? This is an hourly fair value gap, so we could go lower. We'll see. We shall see. It didn't tap back into this fair value gap either. Usually, if it would have tapped in before we got on, I might have been confident in it keep going higher, but let's see. I feel like it's going to be choppy for a little bit, so I'm going to stay on the 5 minute for a little bit instead of just jump to the 1. And no more trailing stops. I'm not using any more trailing stops because I would have been up $1,000 this week instead of break even this week. So yeah, on NQ we're going higher. Yes, we might be going higher too. But as you see, NQ's making a strong push, and then ES. If we don't break this on ES, which I said S&T is weird because ES could still come up here and break this, and the S&T is gone. But if we don't break this and we close below this, we're going down on both. So this is S&T right now. My camera is so crooked. There we go. So yeah, we have S&T, we have a lower low here, and then we have gone straight up on NQ. So if this one goes down, NQ will probably go down as well. So some people, like I said, just trade S&T, and then we have a market structure shift on ES. I mean, technically, this is the new swing low. Oop. This was the new swing low made. Even though we didn't get a candle close below that fair value gap, it made a new swing low. So we don't have to wait for this one to get broken now. We have to wait for that one. Miguel Suave making a comeback, drop for a bit. How is the S&P? The S&P, as you see, it's in this is S&P and this is NQ. We've been going up for the last few days, so we'll see if today is a reversal or we're gonna keep going up, take out these all-time highs or the most recent highs. This might be all-time highs, but we can look on the 4 hour too. Yeah, I honestly it doesn't look like we could reverse on any moment, but it just doesn't look like we're gonna reverse, in my opinion. That's why I'm like, it's giving a continuation day, and I don't know where we'll enter off of, because it's like it's no liquidity but this one on both. So let's see what we get. Six messages. Oh, just people dropping the chat. Alrighty, so maybe we want an internal liquidity sweep somewhere. Would be nice. Like to go higher, but we'll see. The market will show us where it wants to go. NQ is still kind of going higher. ES has not. Once though we break this on ES, we're probably gonna just go up the rest of the day. So that's a good part about S&T. Like if your S&T fails, it's giving you direction. That's why people trade just S&T. If this S&T holds and ES goes lower, NQ is going lower. If this S&T breaks and they're both going higher, we're gonna continue going higher. And if this leaves a fair value gap to inverse, that would be nice too as well. Or to tap into and react off of. So we're just patiently waiting for this candle to close. And we're in our reversal, we're in our macro time. I think ES might be pushing. We'll see. Then we'll go on the 1 minute for both. Yeah, I think we're just pushing the rest of the day. But let's see. We'll wait till ES breaks this high, and then we'll see if we get a fair value gap entry somewhere on the 1 minute. This is a nice trade. All the way up there is a nice trade. What does ES look like on the 1 minute? Alright, still hasn't broke, but we broke. This is the 1 minute fair value gap. Alrighty, still S&T, but I think we are going to go up the rest of the day. I think we've been going up on a week. It was a 9:30 here. 9:30 was here. Come on, ES. Yeah, I think we're pushing the rest of the day. I agree. I want to confirm with S&T, even though NQ's already running. We already could have took that trade on NQ and been done for the day, but let's just wait and see. But yeah, I think we're gonna run up. There's just we didn't sweep any of the sell side liquidity at all. There is no liquidity to reverse back down from besides this yellow line way up there. So I just don't feel like, is there one on the 30 minute? Like there's just none. We already inverted this hourly fair value gap. There's one more on NQ that's right here. But other than that, it's like, we're just pushing. So let's see if we can get some kind of entry of something. Or just get in the trade, YOLO. I kind of want to wait for the S&T though. It just sucks because like ES could take forever and we can already be like halfway on NQ. But it's still a big move, so it's like, it's still a big move. I think once, yeah, we were just pushed on ES, so I'm gonna buy
Order
market. Filled. We're in some buys here. I don't know how fucking far we're gonna take this. I also don't know where to put a stop loss. Maybe down here. And ES made a wick though, but I feel confident. Sheesh. I don't know if we're gonna get this trade, y'all. That's so big though, but I mean, YOLO. Ooh, ES was a wick though. ES was a wick. I want a full candle close, and I want to push. This is the trade we're in. There is a fair value gap here to retap into. That is the trade. I think ES is gonna push. We got a long wick, so let's just. This is the trade of the day right here. 1 to 7. It might be choppy a little bit, but I don't see any signs of any type of reversal. Let's go to the 5 minute. Alright. But yeah, we got hella fair value gaps too. It could revert. I seen it when I back tested yesterday. We had one trade that just like went up and then just reversed with no liquidity. It was a strong reversal too, but let's see, 30-minute. Ooh, yes, it's wicking, but hey, it's still. And we do have fair value gaps we technically could reverse from, but I just think we're running up. And we can look at the 4-hour too. Yeah, I just don't see any point to reverse from at this point. Could be wrong though, and then we'll just get back in. I don't like being faked out, but that's all my week has been. But I'm not going to do a trailing stop on my second trade today if we do get faked out by this trade. Let's see what the 15-minute is showing us. If there's anything on the 15-minute. No. I mean, we can. I feel like once we invert this one, let's just go back an hour. Once we invert this second hourly one, I feel like we'll be really good from there. So we're pushing up. And there's this hour for value gap, or that was like a 30-minute or whatever. This is the hour one. Once we close above this, I think we're super good. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, there's no liquidity point with this line on all time frames. I'm feeling like I said, I'm a full port. YOLO, full port. I feel like I said my rules are only reversals, but I feel like this is a very, 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 very clear upside day. Let me know if y'all agree. What is ES? Yeah, ES broke it. ES broke that. We're good. I think we're really good now. ES had full candle close. We do have a little wick here, but I just feel like ES is gonna push as well. As I talk about SMT, like you see it in real time, but it's hard to like say, oh, that's SMT until like after things happen. Oof. Don't reverse on me, ES. I don't even remember where my stop loss was. I do have a tight stop loss though. And if we go down and we reverse, you know, it is what it is. Go back on the 1 minute because that's where my stop loss is. There is a 1 minute fair value gap right here that I'm like, it can tap and reverse from. No invert for here. So, see how this buy trade plays out. For a 1 to 8 would be nice. There was no liquidity sweep for a reversal. So, I might have to exit full screen though to close my position. Hold on, there we go. I have to close on Ninja Trader. It could be a loss. I mean, I'm waiting for a reversal. Technically, that's all I trade, so this would suck. Once we invert this, though, we're in buys. We invert this fair value gap. Ooh. We're still making higher lows, though. Alrighty. Candle close. All right.
Order filled.
I closed before the stop loss because we did get an invert of this fair value gap, which is my strategy, truly. So we're in sales.
Order filled.
Which sucks, because that's breaking my rules. I said no continuation plays, only reversals. That's what the fuck I said. And I didn't even follow my own rules. Okay. Well, if we do go higher and I just lost 2 trades, well, oh well. We only lost 200 on that first trade. And there's equal lows down here too, actually, on the 1 minute. The only thing is technically your stop loss should be way up here, which I don't like. But yeah, kind of like a liquidity sweep on ES. If we invert this on ES too, but I think inverted fair value gaps just hold better, as you saw on this. I was like, you could enter buys off that, but it just got disrespected. So, we'll see. Could be a double losing day. And also, continuation plays are hard too, because like, where would our stop loss would have been? I just had below this fair value gap, but like, it's okay. $200, so let's see if we can make it back. And these are 2 1-hour fair value gaps, these big red ones. So I know it looks crazy. Let's push. And I said it to only stick to reversals, and I didn't follow my rules again, but no trailing stops this time. Yeah, there's equal lows right here. And it would be nice if we went all the way back down to the 830 liquidity. Would be super nice. And who knows, I could get stopped out. And then we're done for the day. Try setting stop loss mid previous candle to stay in profit. Mid previous candle, well, there's a fair value gap there that it could fill since I'm an ICT trader. So it can, cause that's why my trailing stops get stopped out. If you're an ICT trader, you know it can like zigzag down. So it just doesn't, it can do a lot in here. We kind of inverted it and it's kind of trading sideways around it. And there's still a gap here it could tap into to go lower as well. There's a gap way up here. So we'll see. To break even, set below previous 5 minute if chart isn't gapping or up or down. It's not a trend. To break even, set below. What? I don't know what that means. I know my spread is nasty on InterTrader, so I'm probably negative right now. Yeah, like 10 ticks. Do y'all have entry and exit strategies in the Instagram chat? I do, but I can't tag right now. Alright, it's trading sideways on us for a little bit. Let's see. And technically it could still go higher, you know. We didn't really get our reversal swing low before this run up is way down here. Like, so if you got in what we did, like your stop loss technically was down here, but I do feel like the inverted fair value gap held, and I mean, unless we can go on the 5 minute and see what it's looking like. Yeah, if we break below this one on the 5 minute, I'd be really happy. If we close below this one on the 5 minute. Probably should wait to get in on that, but we had an inversion on the 1 minute. 1 minute's hold too sometimes. Most of the time, they do get faked out more than 5 minute, but they do hold a lot too. So yeah, once we candle close below this one on the 5 minute, I think we're good, which is this line right here. We get a candle close below that, not a wick. We already got a wick below it. Let's get a candle close. And if not, stop loss above this swing high. See, if I had gotten on the 5-minute only, my stop loss would have been way bigger. So let's see, it's just a patience game. Patience game. One loss for $200 so you can get back in profit. And if I'm back in profit, probably at these swing lows, I'll probably just sell right there. But let's see. There's also another fair value gap right here on the 5-minute. I hate when they're close like this, because now I feel like we gotta break both of these. Candle close below both of these before I'm like chilling. And it can come down, and it can bounce, and it can come down. It can come down and bounce and just keep going higher the rest of the day. Who knows? No one really knows. We know it's gonna bounce on these fair value gaps. We don't really know what the T is. And there's like 2 big fair value gaps up here on the 1 minute, so it's like that's a nice wick too. Like it wants to keep going higher. So my first trade, either just the stop loss was just too tight. 15 minutes not looking. It's not looking like it wants to go down either. Let's go back to see what ES is doing. And ES didn't get a candle close below this either. We want a candle close below this fair value gap on ES as well. But it's too soon to tell. It keeps looking like, oh, maybe we give you what you want. Maybe we go higher. We don't know. I've gotten some nice wicks. Let's go on the 5-minute on ES. And we got a fair value gap here on ES. It's making all the gaps. Hope it taps in and goes lower, or if it inverts this red one, oof, then it's not looking good for us. What is this, the 5? Oh, this is the 15. Let's go back to the 5. On the 5 on both of these. So we're just waiting. We're in a sell trade. We lost the first buy trade, and then it's still a little indecisive. But we got an inverted fair value gap on the 1 minute. That's when we entered on the sell trade. But we're waiting for some confirm on the, waiting for like it to go our way and close below these fair value gaps on both 5-minute charts so we can relax on our trade and just let it eat. And if not, we can stop out and then I'm done for the day. Or I could get liquidated first. I'm like -5, almost 600 right now. Actually, I think it already did liquidate me at 577, so. Which is weird. I don't understand what Top Step has been doing. Or maybe that's my liquidation. Maybe the account's blown. Who knows? I have to look. I have not been checking. I was pretty far in drawdown though. But I did say if I blow it first, well, I'm going to paper trade the rest of the month, so that's what we'll be doing tomorrow and the rest of the week. But yeah, I got liquidated, so I'm not even in this trade anymore. Well, let's see how it plays out. Sometimes I really hate S&P. Yeah, I switched from S&P to NASDAQ. But the NASDAQ just moves more, so these small moves, like on S&P, I would have been like negative like $100, but it's like negative 500 on it in NASDAQ. So it's a little scarier, but the price action is cleaner, I think, on NQ. So I left, but okay, we haven't inverted. We're about to invert this one though. So So about to be a double loss day. We selling? Yeah, I'm in a sell trade. Well, I got liquidated, but the stop loss is above this high. But it was just an inverted on a 1 minute fair value gap. We got a candle close below this fair value gap on the 1 minute. That was the entry. So it wasn't that strong. I do feel like originally that we're going up my first trade, but then we got displacement. But I've been noticing that too, like it will displace for you to get a good inverted entry, and I keep falling for it every time. This displacement, it does this every day. It displaces, and then it makes this fat ass gap. It inverts the gap, and then it gives you the trade you want, even though this is displacement in the other direction. So candle close above this gap here, it's inverted on the 1 minute. I'm gonna be mad I got liquidated and this trade goes my way. But if y'all are in it, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. But I'm not really confident in it either. Because like I said, with this movement here, we don't have any, like, it's nice we have like some swing lows, swing highs made that you can like mark off for a market structure shift, but we don't have any of that. So it can play around in this range, and it can play around in this range. These are two big ass ranges. Or you might have a little tighter of a stop loss if we get a candle close right above this one. But it looks like it's still holding. We didn't wake up, we didn't candle close above here. The sell is still holding. I'm gonna be mad like I liquidated, and I'm trying to full port my funded, but it's hard to do with drawdown. You have to get in like without the drawdown, because your drawdown will liquidate you is the problem. That's the problem with it. With like trying to full port. So, which you should, full port sometimes on your fundeds if you're on futures. At the end of the month, they're gonna charge you again anyway. So you know. But it is. It is what it is. Do or die. Maybe what's the 5 minute giving us? Nothing either. But we really candle close below this. We're so good, but it's like that's kind of a ways away. We'll see. It's taking its time. We'll see. I'm gonna stay on to see how it plays out. But yeah, I got liquidated, which sucks. That's been happening like the last 2 weeks. Like the trades are good, but the drawdowns are dumb. Except for yesterday. We had no drawdown on the other trade yesterday. Got my ramen noodles for the month ready. Right. Literally. Let's see. This could have been an entry to go higher, but I was on the 1 minute, not the 5 minute. That's what's hard about the 1 minute. You can get faked out a lot more on the 1 minute, but sometimes it's like you'll get good entries on the 1 minute. And I feel like I said, inverted value gaps do hold on the 1 minute a pretty good bit, like better than regular ones, in my opinion, but they still can get faked out as well. Like I said, come on, ES. You're the stronger one. Help us. Help us push to the downside. Lead the way. S&P 500, lead the way. Okay, I think we're going to get a candle close on ES, which is not looking good for us. So you could get out of a trade here if you wanted to be safe. But again, we still have a lot of room to up here, but This is we inverted this one now, and this is on the 5 minute, not the 1 minute. So still, yeah, what's doing? I might mark the other macro, the 11:50. I always have 30 minutes for that though. But like I said, on the 1 minute too, there is a fair value gap up here. It can tap into and reverse from, but we don't really have a market structure shift. We had no swing lows until like way down here technically, or the new ones that got made. So, but I've seen people enter off stuff like this. They'll enter off just displacement and fair value gap. They don't need a change in state delivery. Some people do. I like to enter purely off, honestly, a market structure shift over a fair value gap. But our trade is still holding. It's going up slowly, which is a good sign that it's kind of just like deciding. Now it's a fat ass gap, so it's not looking terrible. It's not looking great, but it's not looking terrible. Like it's just a wash. But if we do candle close above this one, you should sell for probably a slightly smaller loss. If we candle close above this fair value gap. If we do get it, we did get a nice candle close above this one on ES. So, like I said, I'm already out and liquidated, so I don't want y'all to feel like I'm not trading with y'all. Because I'm not, but not by choice. Okay. Candle close above this, y'all should get out. We know we have 46 seconds. Didn't quite yet. Didn't quite do it yet. Don't get out. But, oof, nice wick. But we still have 30 seconds in this candle, so. Hope y'all didn't sell yet. 20 seconds. And that's a good wick. It's a strong sign. And if we wick back, I would love that candle to close white. Like I said, this is a big fair value gap. It could tap in here and go your way still. It did close blue, but it did close with a wick, so still in this trade. But I definitely think your stop loss now can be this swing low. So you can move your stop loss down. You don't even need to wait for the candle close now. We made a strong swing high. So you can move your stop loss tighter for sure. It's a big swing high right there. And let's see. We can get back below. If we below this pink line, you can start looking at Lambos. But if not, stop loss is moved higher, so lower, so we won't lose as much. So yeah, it might stop us out. And that's better than stopping us out up here. It's very indecisive right now. I know we win some, we lose some. Monday was a perfect, beautiful trade. No trade Tuesday, and yesterday was a beautiful trade. But also, we did not have a liquidity sweep, so I should have a bigger stop loss in my first trade. But then look how far it ran down. That's why continuation plays are hard. Like people, if you can play continuation plays, like good for you, because even if this goes up the rest of the day, like stops us out this second trade, your stop loss would have been fucking massive just to keep going higher. Like I don't understand how people trade continuation plays. I don't know where to get in at, even if I know it's gonna go higher. Where the fuck do you get in at? Or maybe you get in and wait for an inverted value gap like this candle, this blue candle. I don't know. We're still not stopped out. We're almost there though. But we're still not stopped out of our trade, which is crazy. And let's see, are we about to be, you win some, you lose some. It's the game of trading. And summer market conditions are ass. Not my favorite. All right, we're stopped. No, not quite by the tick, but we're about to be. So if you are out of the trade, I don't blame you. All right, stopped out. It's a loss. It's a wash. It's a wash, a wash, a wash. We lost 2 trades today. Not fun. We were due for a loss. Monday was a winning day. I called a winning trade on Tuesday. I just didn't take it. Let's see if it goes up the rest of the day. I'll note it on my back testing session tonight. Now, if you did keep your stop loss up here, you are still in the trade, but I think that stop loss right here, that swing high we made is strong. We were strong on it going up today. My stop loss was just too tight, which it always is on a continuation play. I always get stopped out. I don't know where to put my stop losses if we're going higher. It looks like we're still consolidating though in this little range. We need a big push above that. But yeah, 2 losses. Stick to your rules. I would have only had 1 loss if I didn't take this trade. That's not my strategy, continuations, but it is kind of obvious today that it wants to go higher. Maybe we should just wait for this inverted fair value gap. See, days like this are the days where you just lean on your bias. Like if your bias is really, I truly just trade what the market gives me, and the market did give us displacement to the downside. However, if your bias is truly bearish, then you just wait for a reversal in your way. Like this was a pullback for you to get into a reversal to go higher. You know what I'm saying? So I don't trade that way though, because I just feel like sometimes you go to bias. You can go in with the bias and your bias wrong, versus I'll just go off what the market shows me. And yeah, I'll get faked out sometimes, but a lot of times you won't. Or you will, and you'll get back in, and your second trade will win. Do I mentor? No, I just live trade, and I live back test every night. If you want to join those sessions, I back test and stuff every night. Back testing with me, and we just go over trades, and we go over the strategy, and we back test on FX replay. Now it's looking like, no, I don't think we're gonna get SMT, but I was like, it would be nice if we got SMT right here and we just went down, and then ES made a higher well, technically on ES this is here, this swing high and this swing high are the same. Did you sell S&P? No, I don't trade S&P. I sold NASDAQ. I just look at S&P for S&P divergence. What is the cost if you mentor? I don't mentor. I just live trade for free, and I live back test for free. I don't mentor. Sell again, I can't. I got liquidated. That's the thing about trading prop firms. I mean, I can sell on my live account, but we have no confirmation to sell though. Why would you sell again? That's stupid. That's how you revenge trade and lose your account. If I lose a trade too, my sniper entries for the next trade are sniper. We have no setup for a sell. We inverted this for value gap for a clean buy actually. We closed above this. There's no indication you should be selling. You should have gotten a buy here, honestly. Sell again, you're crazy. That's what you should have got into. We inverted that for value gap. 2 of them. But I don't think you should get in this either, because we could reverse at this liquidity point here. So, not YOLO it. I'm not YOLOing live money. I'll YOLO a funded account. I'm not YOLOing my bank account. What are y'all talking about? Y'all are crazy. YOLO in a live account is crazy. Not doing that. Or I'll YOLO, but it has to be a clear setup. a clear, like the most beautiful setup. Like once we clear like below these, or we get out of these hour for value gaps or some shit, that's a good sign to reverse. And it could go our way and stop this out. It happens. It happens. But I just felt like there was no liquidity sweep too. So what got you ready in 6 months? I just learned ICT really fast, and it made sense to me. So you need to find a strategy that works for you. Like you see how I see fair value gaps, I see market structure shifts. It just makes sense to me. So if yours is trend lines, if yours is supply and demand, if yours is whatever you think, you have to see it and it clicks, and that's when your journey starts. Your journey doesn't start when you're learning. Your journey starts when you found your strategy, and then you go on the charts, and then I spent a month looking at the charts with my strategy just like this, just without taking trades. So I would like mark up a trade I would take, mark up a trade I would take. If I lost, I lost. If I didn't, I didn't. And then same thing the next day. The next day you say, oh, I see a market structure shift. Let me mark up this trade I would take. And you mark it up as if you're taking it, but you're not taking it. I did that for a month alone too, and then I started trading just on the charts. So after that, after a month just watching, once you have your strategy and you see your strategy works, 80 to 60 to 70 or whatever percent of the time, you just have to get in and then work on your emotions. The emotions is the hard part. For real, for real. The emotions is the hard part. My problem is greed. Why are you greedy? There's no need to be greedy in trading because it's going to compound better than any investment you ever make, even if you trade like 200 a day. I can't be greedy because I'm a full-time investor. I quit my job. I can't blow my whole 40K, 50, 60K in my account. I moved to Mexico, so that will last me a long time, but I can't just be out here blowing shit. I could. I have nice parents I can move back in with. I'm just old. And I also have a good career that, what do you mean you want the most as possible? What, you're going to make a bunch of money trading anyway. I don't understand. Because you'll lose the most. If you trade smartly, you're still gonna make a lot of money. I don't understand. It is a little slower, but it's not that slow. Even on my 2K account, I can flip it with good risk management to a 4K account in maybe 2 weeks to a month. Okay, a month is a little slow. Boom. Now you're at 4K. Then you can double your lot size. So now you go from 4K to 4K in 2 weeks for sure. And now you're at 8, and then you can double your lot size. And now you go from 8 to 16K in a week. It gets faster easily. With good risk management. Yeah, I don't know what this is doing, y'all. Let's mark, because we're almost at the other macro. I can switch to my paper trading account and take another trade. But that's, again, not my rule, so I'm not taking another trade. You gotta follow your rules. That's the hard part. You gotta set rules for yourself. I already broke it through this continuation play. And I'm about to stick to the 5-minute chart too, because what do we have going on here? This is a 5-minute chart, and this is a 5-minute chart. Can you start with $500 with options? Yes, but I would never suggest start with $500. I would suggest, I started with $500, but I was making hella money back then. I would start with 50 to 100 and trade options first, because you can buy $6 options contracts. With futures, you need 500 to 2,000. That's why futures is big money, and it's not fun. I'm already down $900 in my futures account in 3 weeks. That's why I've been going back to my funded. I don't know, just a mental thing. I'm just never satisfied. Well, then you don't need to be trading. I'm sorry to say. You should be drop shipping or something if you want to do that. Maybe not, because you can go in debt drop shipping. At least trading, you can't go in debt. You'll just lose the money you have. Yes, I use TradingView. TradingView to chart, NinjaTrader to execute my trades. I execute on NinjaTrader because I can trade copy my funded account with my live account, which is nice. So yeah, I think I can lose up to, I have $100 more to my funded account is blown. So I'm probably just gonna paper trade, and then I'll restart it when I'm ready to restart. And that's fine. So now you just got paper trade. And you can paper trade fake money. You don't even need to start with $500. You can just trade fake money. and practice. I always suggest starting with a small amount of money, like $100, because you'll get the emotions of losing and making money, and you need that first, and then you paper trade, because you won't take paper trading seriously. You won't take paper trading seriously if you just start with paper trading. You'll just like gamble, and you'll do bad habits, and you'll full pour a 100K account, and you'll do all this dumb stuff that you wouldn't. So you should trade, you know, maybe blow an account or two, but only $100, because like I say, especially because you have to look at, that's why you have to start with $100. Don't start with 500, start with 100. Like $100, we all spend $100 on a pair of shoes in 5 minutes, not in like 2 hours. Like I've been trading for 2 hours. We've spent $30 on a meal in like 2 seconds. So when you get used to losing, you look at it like that. So you'll take a $30 trade, you'll take a $10 trade, you'll take a $5 trade, and you'll be like, oh, that's just, you know, a burrito. But you'll mentally set yourself up better versus trading with $500. You're gonna be like, that's a whole fucking bill, and you're gonna shit yourself. Or get a funded account, and then I just am used to losing and making a bunch of money from a funded account perspective, not a live account perspective. So it's not really that much to me on a funded account, because it's not your money. Yeah, you pay $50 a month for it, but $50 a month is way less than $500 a day. And I was losing, you can lose up to $50 a day on a live account easily. So, but yeah, paper trade a little money first, but wait till you have a strategy. Like, don't just get on the charts and start buying and selling shit. Just, that's dumb. Like, start watching YouTubes, find a strategy you like, whether it's smart money concepts, whether it's ICT, whether it's trend lines. Like, I trade ICT. This mentorship was the one that changed my life. ICT 2022 mentorship. It was the one that made me profitable. And TJR Bootcamp, but TJR is a fucking racist, and I don't support anything he does anymore. So I suggest you don't either. Unless you're a white man, then YOLO, do your thing. So yeah, maybe just stop loss was too tight on that first trade, the continuation trade. It's still 1 to 5, but I probably would have got liquidated anyway. So, but I think my second trade stop loss was actually bigger. Now that I'm looking at it, let's see. No, yeah, well, they're about the same. They're both big, so that's just is what it is. Or we should just wait for more confirmation on the 5 minute, like a full candle close below one of these fair value gaps on the 5 minute, instead of just looking at the 1 minute. Because the 1 minute will fake you out, like I said. It will fake you out. So yeah, I'll talk about whatever the chart does the rest of the day on my back testing session tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see if this ran up all day or it went our way. But I'm not gonna sit here and watch it, because I'm not doing that. Because the best part about trading is you don't have to waste your time. You can just go on about your day, and then you come back at the end of the day and you review what went wrong. But you don't have to sit here and watch it be indecisive. So I'll see y'all tonight on the live stream back testing.